Hi, I'm Christina and this is going to be my May TBR. So in the month of May, I'm planning to read 6 books. I have 2 contemporaries, 2 mysteries, 1 thriller and 1 historical fiction. So let's talk about the contemporaries first. First up is The Phone Box at the Edge of the World by Imai Messina. So this has been translated from the Japanese and I really like the premise of this one. So our main character has lost both her mother and her daughter in the tsunami, and she's obviously struggling with this grief. And then one day she hears about this man who has an old phone box in his garden, and on this phone you can ring your loved ones who have passed away. And so she starts to make this journey to reach this special phone box. And when she gets there, I think she meets some more characters too who are also struggling with their own grief. And I just think the premise of this one is so interesting, so unique. I don't think I've read a book like this before, and that really excites me. And this is going to be my second Japanese book of the year, so I'm really looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be really good. So the second contemporary I'm planning to read is The Oligarchy by Scarlett, and this is a YA book, and I first heard about it via Eric, whose channel I will link down below. You should definitely go and check him out. He always talks about such different books that I've never even heard of, which is obviously wonderful because I'm discovering books that I probably never would have read even in a million years because I didn't even know they existed. So this one just really caught my fancy. He hauled it in his April haul and I just thought that sounds right up my street. I definitely want to read that one. So it's about this girl who is the daughter of a Russian oligarch, and she goes to an English boarding school, and then one of her new friends disappears. I really like the boarding school setting trope, and I just really like the sound of this one. I haven't read a lot of YA this year, but I just thought this one sounds really good. So I'm looking forward to reading this one too. So moving on to the mysteries, I have Searching for Sylvie by Kwok. Now this book has been on my radar for quite some time now, and I've been on the waiting list at my library for months and months. So I'm really looking forward to reading this one. This book explores the relationship between 3 women, 2 sisters and their mother. And then the eldest daughter disappears. The younger daughter starts to retrace her sister's final known movements, and in the process of searching for answers about her sister's disappearance, she uncovers a lot of family secrets and a lot of things that she never knew. And I just think that sounds really interesting. I love a good mystery, and I really enjoy mysteries where you focus on a very small group of people, like a family, like this one. So I'm really looking forward to reading this one. I think it's going to be really good. So the next mystery is The Unseen World by Liz Moore, and I first heard about this book from Alice over at the Book Castle, who I will link down below, and she included this one in her 5 underrated 5-star reads video, and she just absolutely sold me on it. It just sounded right up my street, and she said that the ending absolutely blew her away. So very much looking forward to this one. It is set in Boston in the 1980s and it explores the relationship of a father and a daughter. And the father is an eccentric genius, but then one day he starts to lose his mind and he hands his daughter a floppy disk with all of these secrets about his life. And then she starts to uncover, I don't know what she uncovers, but something exciting, I think. And I really like the premise of this one. It sounds really good. So very much looking forward to reading this one. So on to the thriller, I have Little Secrets by Jennifer Hillier, and this one is a psychological thriller, and it's about a man and a woman whose son has gone missing. It is now 1 year later and the FBI search has gone cold. So in desperation, the mother hires a private investigator, but instead of finding out any information about her missing son, she learns that her husband is having an affair. Now, she's already lost her son and she's definitely not prepared to lose her husband too. So I think this one is going to be quite dark. I'm expecting lots of twists and turns. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm interested to see where it's going to go. I actually haven't had a lot of luck with thrillers lately, so I'm hoping this one is going to bring me back to really enjoying thrillers. So finally, the historical fiction book. Now, I don't read a lot of historical fiction at all. I didn't read any last year and I haven't read any so far this year. So this is definitely a new genre for me, and it's a little bit out of my comfort zone too, which is good. So I have picked this one, The Four Winds by Kristin Hannah. And Kristin Hannah is definitely a booktube darling. So many people seem to love her books. So I thought I definitely want to start with one of her books. And this is her most recent novel, which was published this year. And we follow a family who are living in Texas in the 1930s through one of the darkest periods of the Great Depression, the Dust Bowl era. And I just think it sounds really intriguing. That isn't a time period that I know a lot about. And just because she is so beloved on BookTube, I just definitely want to give her a go. And I thought the most recent novel, that's a great place to start. So I'm very much looking forward to this one. I have heard that her books are incredibly emotional. I know lots of people have cried over her books. So I guess we will see. I'm definitely interested in just getting out of my comfort zone a little bit in terms of genre. So yeah, very much looking forward to reading this one. So these are all the books I'm planning to read in the month of May. If you've read any of these, please do let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you're interested in reading any of them, please let me know that too. I think the book that I'm most excited to read is the top one, The Phone Box at the Edge of the World. I just love the concept of that one and I think it's going to be really, really good. So let me know, what book are you most excited to read in the month of May? So thank you so much for watching. Please do like the video if you liked it, and please do subscribe if you'd like to see more of me talking about books. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!